Hello students, I am Kamal Pradhan and welcome to my YouTube channel Lifetime Science. In this video, we are going to discuss about an interesting chapter of class 12, that is the environmental chemistry. Environment simply means the surrounding. Environment means surrounding, and it consists of all the living organisms, the air, water, food and sunlight, which are the basic needs of all living organisms. What is the definition of environment? We can say environment can be defined as the sum total of all social, economical, biological, physical or chemical factors which constitute the surroundings of man, which both its creator and molder. Now, what are the components of environment? Environment mainly consists of three components. First is abiotic, that is the non-living physical component. Second is your biotic, that is the living component. And third is your energy component, that are the heat, light and temperature. What is abiotic component or non-living component? Physical component has been subdivided into three categories, that is lithosphere, we can say lithosphere as solid earth. Second is hydrosphere, means water land, and atmosphere means gaseous envelope. Next, biotic component of the environment consists of flora and fauna, including man as an important factor. Simply, biotic component means the living component. Next is your energy component. It includes solar energy, geochemical energy, thermal electrical energy, hydroelectrical energy, nuclear atomic energy. Radiant energy also plays an important role. So these are the energies which comes under energy component of the environment. Next, what are the types of environment? Broadly, environment can be divided into two categories. First is natural environment and second is anthropogenic environment, which we can say man-made environment. So what is natural environment? Natural environment system operates through self-regulating mechanism. It means it can operate naturally. Any change in the nature, there exists a reciprocal relationship among various components of the environment because it is natural. The components are air, water, soil radiation, land forest with life, noise timber, living space, flora and fauna. These are the natural environment. Second type is your anthropogenic environment or man-made environment. Man is the most environmental agent, spearheaded by modern technologies capable of modifying the environment according to its needs to a great extent. It means It means man can make the environment, or man can transform the environment according to his need. Man-made environments are modern technology, transportation, housing and building, revolution in communication, there is the satellite, telex, fax, mobile, industrial revolution, computerization, space acceleration and laboratories, mechanization. These are the man-made environments. Next, what are the segments of the environment? The environment consists of four segments. First is atmosphere, second is hydrosphere, third is lithosphere, and fourth is biosphere. So we will discuss briefly about the atmosphere now. Atmosphere means the cover of air that envelops the earth, or it may be defined as the protective, thick, gaseous mantle surrounding the earth, which sustains life on the earth and saves it from unfriendly environment of outer space. What are the properties of atmosphere? First, it extends to a height of about 1600 km from the Earth's surface. The atmosphere is a reservoir of several elements essential to life, and it serves many purposes and functions. It contains life-saving gases like oxygen for human beings and carbon dioxide gas for plants to perform the process of photosynthesis. The atmosphere is mobile, elastic, and both compressible and expandable. It is held to the earth by gravitational force of attraction. Atmosphere envelope is densest at the sea level and thin rapidly upward. Next is, what are the functions of atmosphere? First, it absorbs most of the cosmic rays from the outer space and protects the living things from the harmful effects. Second, it filters the radiant energy from the sun and also maintains the heat balance of the earth. It absorbs infrared radiation emitted by the sun and also absorbs the re-emitted energy from the earth in the form of IR radiation. It serves as insulation from heat loss at the earth's surface and stabilizes weather pattern and climate due to heat capacities. Due to the presence of several cycles such as water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle, the movement of the matter between an organism and its environment is possible. The atmosphere is a concentric layer of air, and each layer has a different density. Depending upon the density, there are 5 concentric layers of air which can be differentiated on the basis of temperature, and each layer has its own characteristics. Next, what are the layers of atmosphere? There are 5 concentric layers of atmosphere. First is your troposphere. Second is stratosphere, third is mesosphere, fourth is heterosphere, which is also called as a thermosphere or ionosphere, and fifth is your exosphere. So we'll discuss about all the layers in briefly. First, uh, troposphere. Tropo means turning or change. This atmospheric layer lies closest to the earth and is the lower layer or the basal part of atmosphere. In this layer, man along with all living organisms live. It extends to a height of 8 km near the poles to 18 km near the equator. In this layer, the wind turns or changes its directions, and the wind always refers a constant motion. About 90% of the atmosphere's total mass is concentrated within the troposphere, which causes steady decrease in temperature. In this layer, changes of weather take place. In troposphere, the temperature of air decreases at an average speed of 1 degree centigrade for 166 meters. The temperature of air in the sphere gradually decreases with height at the rate of about 6.5 degrees centigrade per kilometer. The change in temperature with altitude is called lapse rate. The upper layer of the troposphere is known as tropopause, which temperature decreases up to minus 60 degrees centigrade, which makes temperature inversion. It is the most important zone for the organisms and is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen. It also contains argon and carbon dioxide and traces of helium, neon, methane, krypton, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, ozone, ammonia, etc. In this sphere, both the water vapors and the dust occur in extremely variable concentration. It is a turbulent dusty zone which contains much water vapors and clouds. Here the movement of water is very strong. It is the locus of most weather phenomena which affect different ecosystem of the biosphere. This is all about the first layer of atmosphere, that is the troposphere. Second is about the stratosphere. Stratosphere is next to troposphere. This region of air extends up to 50 kilometer. This region of air extends about 50 kilometer above the surface of the earth. It is about 62 kilometer thick at the equator and about 72 kilometer thick at the pole and extends up to 80 kilometer above the surface of the earth. In the stratosphere, the temperature rises from a minimum of about minus 55 degrees centigrade to maximum of about 5 degrees centigrade, but within it, the temperature is almost constant in vertical direction and does not decrease as it does in troposphere, as the temperature of the sphere is very low. So virtually there is no cloud, no dust, or no water vapors. A very thin wispy clouds are formed of teeny crystals. This region is rich with ozone. It absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun and raise the temperature, causing positive lapse rate. It is characterized by a rising temperature as the altitude increases. The principal chemical species present here are nitrogen, oxygen, ozone, and some water vapors. And these are chemically active because of their interaction with ultraviolet solar radiation. The upper portion of this layer is known as stratopouse. So, this is all about today's class. Thank you so much.